is brought down at first.
Player of the game, senior libero Lauren Riskill has control.
Championship district tournaments, we have it here on STSPN.
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to a sun-kissed evening here at Starfire Sports Stadium. It is game number 2 in the WPSL on the 2019 campaign for both the Sounders women, who host the Spokane Shadow today in Tukwila, Washington. I'm Peyton Behrens, and it's the Sounders women wearing the white kits with the blue fade to the upper right shoulder, and it is the Spokane Shadow wearing the navy blue from head to toe. Starting lineups go as followed for the Sounders women, with number 5 Christina O'Donnell, Morgan Weaver, Melina Ayers, Kaylee Dow, Yuka Kurosaki, Kristen Pavlisco, Kimberly Hazlitt, Elisa Barker, Sophie Hurst, Stephanie Speakerman, and in the net, Madeline Nielsen. Awaiting center referee Joe Tompkins' whistle, and we are underway with the Sounders women leading things off from the start here. They're attacking right to left across your screen today. We'd like to thank you for joining us with this broadcast of the WPSL, brought to you today on YouTube. The Spokane Shadow starting 11 today goes as followed, with Taryn Baxter, followed by Taylor Brust, Grace Hancock, Emmy McLaughlin, Casey Ames, Julie Detar, Megan Lindsay, Peyton Stiles, Alyssa Crooks is in the net, Claire Netter, and Bridget Reekin. Spokane bouncing the ball around the Sounders defensive end. And it's last touched out for a Spokane Shadow throw-in from the near side from Baxter. Here's Christina O'Donnell switching play. Christina O'Donnell, who started last week's game on Sunday as a left-hand midfielder, switched play around to the right side a little bit, and in the second half, we saw her shift into playing an outside back role. The Sounders go into the attack. Heading towards that corner flag, it's Dow. Dow loses possession, Spokane. Working now in the neutral third, Lindsay trying to send in a through ball in behind for Netter. Couldn't find anyone home. And here's Speakerman. The Sounders are captained by their left back today, Kristen Pavlisco. Last week we saw the Sounders women lose the opening game of the 2019 campaign. It was a 2-1 loss out at Shoreline Stadium against Vancouver Island FC. The Sounders opened scoring in the 57th minute and conceded 2 goals, one just moments after they had scored. And the game winner came late in the 84th minute. Pavlisco looking for interplay but couldn't connect with Hurst. Sounders women coming out in a 4-5-1 today with Ayers, the Australian product, being that lone high striker. Almost as a post-up striker against this Spokane Shadow back line. Baxter into the middle. And Pavlisco quickly shuts that down. Nielsen's clearance in the hunt for Ayers. That ball last touched away off Rieken. Here's Dow working to the near side corner flag, trying to get past the one-on-one challenge and unable to. Spokane can't get it out of the defensive end. Here's Pavlisco. Inside play for O'Donnell. Dow with a touch into the middle. Spokane poking it away for the time being. Hazlitt into the attacking third. Working just inside those rugby lines. And it's away for a Sounders women throw. Here's Hurst. Trying to go one-on-one, create space. Left foot across to the near post. Ayers. And the cross was cleaned up from Crooks. Crooks coming off her line onto the near six. The Sounders find themselves with an early chance. No shot to show for it, but being able to find the cross. Spokane opened up their season with a 2-0 win to Vancouver Island FC to start. So they have yet to concede a goal this season. That has been their only match on the 2019 season. Barker safely playing back into the feet of Nielsen. Sounders backline doing a great job connecting passes with each other. Here's Hurst. Hazlitt with a little 1-2 play. Kirasaki taking over in the middle. Hurst can't get past the defender. Ames going the other way. This ball's away for the first corner kick of the day.
Corner kick coming up for Spokane Shadow.
Spokane stacking with 7 players in the box. One posting up, Casey Ames on Nielsen. Right-footed cross comes in just at the PK spot. Ball still bouncing around. Weaver clears it out, but just for another cross to come in, but it's a shot, and Nielsen bats it to the ground.
That's a save for Madeline Nielsen.
That was a great shot coming from the far side. Here's O'Donnell with a shot of her own. And a foul going to be called as O'Donnell's jersey was being pulled. And now the Sounders women, who dodge a bullet on one end here in the 8th minute, have a dangerous placed free kick, maybe just too far out to shoot on goal. But Crooks, and it's played quickly. Kurosaki down to the left-hand side, sending in a quick cross. Shot from the top of the 18, and it's in. Kaylee Dow with the goal, and Kurosaki getting the clean assist on top of the box. And it was all done from a quick Sounders restart. Spokane ready to go for the kickoff here as they find themselves down 1-0 early. Spokane working around, trying to bounce back. And the Sounders find themselves with their first shot on goal, scoring for them.
Your Sounders winning first goal. Scored in the 9th minute. The first of the year for number 8, Kaylee Dow. Assisted by number 10, Yuka Kurosaki.
Going back to that Sounders goal, just outside of shooting range, but it was something that we saw all throughout the match in game 1. I don't know if the Sounders ever set up for a free kick into the attacking side. Everything was quickly reset and trying to be done before the defense could get settled. Here's a through ball for Ayers. She's onside, one-on-one with the keeper, left-footed shot, and it's saved, pushed away by Crooks. That was a heck of a shot, heck of a run from Ayers. Being able to connect on the backside of that through ball, and the save was every bit as good. Here's O'Donnell on the takeover of possession, but it gets lost in the middle as Hurst sends it towards the shadow back line. Battling the sun here as the shadow are going left to right, attacking to the west. Here's Kurosaki with an interception, looks quickly for O'Donnell in transition. Dow plays the ball out wide. And Hazlitt works around through Speakerman. Barker now near side. Pavlisko. O'Donnell teaming up with her Oklahoma teammate in Kurosaki. Sounders doing a great job stringing together passes, and here's Hurst chasing down a through ball, and Crooks calmly comes out and collects possession for the Shadow. Pavlisko battling on the near side with Netter, and it's away for Sounders throw. 1-0 as it stands in the early stages of today's match here in Tukwila, Washington at the beautiful Starfire Sports Stadium. A couple of quick touches from Dow, laying off for Kirasaki, slipping up on the ball. Turf Monster is active out here in Tukwila. And there's a great through ball chasing it down to Tar. One touch in, trying to look for the cross, bounces straight up, staying in play. And the cross goes into the hands of Nielsen. Julie Tatar probably had a little bit more time, didn't have to volley that cross. Hurst with a touch in the midfield. Cutting inside, Weaver. Brings it out for O'Donnell. O'Donnell now onto the right foot, sending in a cross, has Ayers. Ayers unable to get there. Ball headed away, and it's out for a corner as that was cleared away by Grace Hancock, and it'll be the first corner of the evening for the Sounders women.
Fans, that'll bring up a corner kick for your Sounders women, presented by Daytech.
Kurosaki supporting short side for the Sounders women. The corner kick on the way from Hurst, sending in the right-footed out swinger. Nobody on the back post. The shadow headed away, and it's chased down by Barker. Weaver now trying to send Speakerman in on a diagonal ball. And it was pushed out of play by Stiles.
Video features and highlights. Do it all by logging on to SoundersWomen.com. You can watch all the goals and recap of this match later tonight on SoundersWomen.com.
Hurst with a heavy touch, sending it out of play. Shadow will have a throw, and only one shot on goal so far for the Shadow, and it came from the far side wing. Following their corner kick, they got headed away. Not a whole lot of offensive attack thus far in the first 15 minutes of tonight's match. Hazlitt with a great turn. Barker with a sharp pass in front of Pavlisco. Two heavy attacking touches from Pavlisco, and she slows herself down just enough, but her pass goes astray. Luckily enough, the Sounders women take back over possession. Here's Nielsen under pressure. Barker playing up the line. Pavlisco has acres of space around. Dumped off pass from the Sounders. Would be icing if it was in the Stanley Cup Finals taking place at the moment. Here's Crooks playing out wide. And Rican just playing behind Baxter. That's a tough mistake. Now the Sounders on a throw-in. Kirasaki working with Hurst. Weaver is out onto the far side of the wing. Ayers checking back towards. And a header over the top from O'Donnell. Doesn't have a runner on the back side of it. O'Donnell doing a great job boxing out on the near side. Ayers takes possession away from Baxter. Dow with help in the middle. And the Sounders now calmly under possession. After being in a little bit of a clustered jam on this near side. Here's O'Donnell chasing a ball down on the far side. Ayers covers for her on this left side mid. This 4-5-1 with the Sounders women staying very well balanced with Kurosaki and Dow underneath the attacking Hurst. Here's O'Donnell with a fancy flick up over her head to keep possession through the double team. It's Dow and Kurosaki who are really staying anchored in the center and allowing the three attacking mids that are on top to be able to freely interchange between each other with O'Donnell, with Weaver, and with Hurst. They're all just playing attacking midfield, and they're making sure that one of them is on the wings and have support in the middle as they're doing a great job of staying well balanced. Miscommunication on the far side, but the Sounders avoid any sort of problems and keep the throw. Ayers, who started as the striker, is still hanging out on this far side wing, waiting for the cross to come into the back post. Weaver playing on the near side, just outside the PK spot, now shifting to that top six. Here's O'Donnell back to the goal. Loses possession. Spokane, can they dump it out of their end? It's jammed up. A lot of bodies in a small space over there, and the Sounders going to be able to keep possession. Hazlitt trying to drop back, but can, and the ball's going to roll out of play for a shadow throw-in. Far side carrying is Datar, through ball. Chasing it down with great speed is Lindsay. Lindsay into the box, has support in the middle, finds the help. Great touch, turnaround shot, and it misses off the far post. That was Claire Netter, who had a great one-on-one opportunity, beat the defender, and just pushes the shot wide.
Spokane shot taken by number 3, Claire Netter.
Here's Nielsen looking for Pavliska as she backpedals towards the touch line. Great touch to keep that ball in play. A long ball that O'Donnell had no shot on the far side as she was battling the sun, and a ball that went about 5 yards over her head, out of play. 20 minutes through this evening's match, and the Sounders on the attack here with O'Donnell. O'Donnell still carrying, looking for support. She's going to try and take a shot, goes to the ground. Deflected away. Ayers now trying to just get a touch to fall in front of her, and it deflects away and out of play. So the Sounders women with a 1-0 lead thanks to an 8th-minute goal from Kaylee Dow that was assisted from Yuka Kurosaki. It was a quick free kick taken from the Sounders women in the attacking third that allowed them to catch the shadow sleeping. Here's O'Donnell, great trap. Cutting infield, Hurst. Ayers, back to the goal. Great turnaround with the Maradona. Here's Hurst. Playing a square ball, Dow into the sunlight. Quick turn, Lindsay now onto the attack. It's a 2-on-2, a little step over action. Kurosaki tracks back, helping out on defense. Hazlitt taking possession away. Dow avoiding the defense with 2 great touches. And look at Joe Tompkins getting into the action. A ball that's sent out wide, intended for Ayers, and it's going to lead to a Sounders women's substitution. First one of the day. Checking in is going to be Kayleen Peng, and leaving is going to be Stephanie Speakerman.
Sounders women's substitution in the 22nd minute. Departing is number 26, Stephanie Speakerman. And entering the match from the University of Washington, number 3, Kayleen Peng.
So Speakerman, the Seattle University product, checks out for the University of Washington Husky. And not oftentimes you see a center back change in these games, as they are the anchors really carrying the team along. But Scott Ford making sure that players get rotated through, and Kayleen Peng is going to see her first minutes of the day. Midway through the first half here, Sounders holding on to that 1-0 lead. Just 2 shots on goal for the Sounders women here early. Spokane has 2 subs warming up in the distance. Cutting down the line, Stiles in a double team. Can't fight her way through. Hazlitt able to keep it in play. And here's Peng. Sending a ball for Ayers. Ayers with a great touch. Turn around over the head flick. Well done. Ayers with an outside the foot through ball. O'Donnell on the chase. Going to ground off the tackle was Baxter. And the shadow keeping in play. Kirasaki with a great touch in the midfield. But it's going the other way now with Netter. Through ball, splitting the Sounders defense. But I don't think that Stiles will have the wheels to try and outrun Hazlitt on that far side. Dow, lots of space. Inside for Hurst. Immediately greeted by a defender. In the middle there, the Sounders just a touch too many on the ball with the pass getting intercepted. Kirasaki winning a header in the midfield, giving the Sounders back possession. Here's Weaver. Weaver also having the captain's band alongside Pavlisko. Great 1-2 from O'Donnell. Sounders throw on the way. Morgan Weaver, someone who we have not seen a whole lot of in this action through 24 minutes of play. Weaver throws in for Hurst, gets it back. Left-footed cross into the box, but no one home for the Sounders, and cleared away into the seats here, right into the Rhubarb City supporter. Pavlisko quickly for Kirasaki. Turf Monster again all over Kirasaki today, but Pavlisko earning possession back for the White. Hazlitt turning possession back. Peng. Well done offensively from the Sounders center backs today, being able to really command possession and allow these center midfielders to play more freely, with them demanding the ball and being able to disperse the offense. Here's Hurst into a triple team, slowing things down, giving yourself lots of space. Here's Dow, 25 yards out, ripping a shot, and it's deflected in the box. Hurst. It's Ayers now. Ayers with a flat-footed shot deflected away. Ball still bouncing around for the Sounders in the attacking end. Hazlitt unable to keep in play, and we're going to have a handful of substitutions hit the field for both sides, as Olivia Vanderyacht and Summer Yates are checking in for the Sounders, and checking out is going to be Sophie Hurst and Kaylee Dow.
And number 15, Chloe Gelhaus. And for the Sounders women, departing is number 8, Kaylee Dow. And number 20, Sophie Hurst. Entering the match from the University of Washington, number 9, Summer Yates. And from the University of Washington, number 21, Olivia Vanderyacht.
Checking out for Spokane is Casey Ames and Peyton Stiles. And checking into the game today will be Chloe Gelhaus alongside Julie Detar. Here's a through ball going in behind. Lindsay, far side, near side, taking a touch, sending in the right-footed cross, deflected away for the second corner of the evening for Spokane. To the near side to take. It's going to be Claire Netter, the lefty. Gonna send an in-swinger here. All the shadow attackers trying to block the sun off with their hands. Back 6, and it's headed away by O'Donnell. A long ball cleared away, but can't find Ayers. O'Donnell out of the defensive end, trying to push the Sounders line up.
Everybody clap your hands.
Here's Vanderyacht taking a touch in the midfield, playing back with Kirasaki. Barker carrying. Pavlisko with the support on the near side. Gets the pass. Plays back safely for Barker and finds a great threaded ball. Wow, Ayers was able to check back. Vanderyacht in the box, cross on the way. Vanderyacht there, the header! And it misses off this near side post. Vanderyacht making a great attacking run from the midfield into the box, and O'Donnell able to get a good, strong, right-footed cross off to find her in the center. Well done on the Sounders attack that started with the entry ball from Barker. Weaver with a header, winning possession back. Here's Vanderyacht. Playing a square ball to the far side. O'Donnell to Hazlitt. Here's O'Donnell again with a strong left-footed cross this time, driven low. Vanderyacht's header now bouncing around. Ayers takes it down with the thigh and ripping a shot on the volley. Well done. Substitution on the way for Sounders women. Checking on will be number 24, India Jenks, and leaving will be Melina Ayers, who's put in a great 29 minutes here early at Starfire Sports Stadium.
Number 24, India Jenks.
Jenks from Gonzaga University will get her first minutes of the season here. Playing up top, Ayers, who put in a strong 90 minutes last week, and then an early 30 today. Here's Hazlitt pushing down the far side. Trying to find Jenks, but unable to. And a tough challenge in late there down by the byline. But it will result into a Spokane Shadow goal kick, as we are a third of the way through tonight's match. Jenks with a gritty challenge in the defensive third of Spokane, pushing it away for a throw. Sounders trying to connect some passes, going outside in, unable to connect. And looks more substitutions on the way for the Sounders, with O'Donnell checking out and Myra Gray checking onto the field, playing that right-hand midfield.
Departing is number 5, Christina O'Donnell. Entering the match from the University of Washington, number 25, Mariah Gray.
Jordan Thompson checking on now on this possession, playing the outside right back for Hazlitt.
Departing is number 13, Kimberly Hazlitt. And entering the match from Gonzaga, number 12, Jordan Thompson.
Quick build-up from Spokane and a clearance that got deflected and started to go the wrong way, but Nielsen was there, and a quick rollout for Kirasaki. Lots of space in front. Here's Thompson on her first touch. Long ball intended for Jenks, chasing it down to the corner flag. That was a heavily played ball. Lots of pace on it. The turf was not going to do it any justice for Olivia Jenks in pursuit. 1-0 still off the 8th minute goal from Kaylee Dow. Kirasaki, heavy touch. Spokane going the other way now. On the attack, Gelhaus. Thompson bringing back possession for the Sounders. Now it's being played through the defense. Jenks one-touch pass, trying to go square, but Jordan Thompson had a long run to try and get there. Kirasaki, another interception in the midfield. And Vander Yacht settling for the Sounders. Here's Jenks now, in behind. And a foul is going to be called as Jenks goes to the carpet yet again in that corner. Spokane will be rewarded with the free kick deep in their own end.
Spokane has the substitution in the 34th minute. Departing is your reward. Hitler Press. Entering the match, number 10, Marissa Banky.
So Banky checks on for Brust here for Spokane in the 34th minute. Jenks with a great header to herself into some space, pulling it back. Has it on the left foot. Kirasaki with a shot, and it just misses off that far side upper 90. The one-time shot from just over 25 yards out. Give a lot of credit to Jenks, though, creating so much space, being able to win possession, knock it down with the header, and then the cutback to be able to feed Kirasaki that pass. Well done from the lone striker. Spokane might have a good chance here. Lindsay. And a pass that was intended for Datar was deflected away. Jenks. Header for Gray. Gray with a touch, and it was the mix between a touch and a pass, and unable to connect with Yates. Kirasaki staying in that pass just a hair too long. Takes a big challenge, but the Sounders continue. Barker gets past one defender, able to keep it in play on this near side. Touch brought down by Gelhaus. Sent all the way back for Crooks. Thompson wins the header. Jenks settling. Sounders possessing in the neutral third. Gray combining with Jenks. Vander Yacht in the middle. Now it's Jenks on the ball. Great touch for Thompson. Through ball. Can Jenks get on the end of it and send it across? No, cleared away. Substitutions on the way. The Sounders women had great buildup brewing there. Now as we see some more substitutions hit the field, Claire Netter will check off the field alongside Julie Datar, and checking in will be Kaylin LaBrasse and number 9, Gabrielle Kennedy. Here's Gray off the throw-in, dropping it back for Thompson. Cutting infield, Thompson wants it on the right foot. Can't get the cross away. Had it with the left, but wanted the right, and here's Kirasaki fighting to keep possession for the Sounders. Gray turning down the line. Great work to burn two defenders. Gray's cross headed away into the Spokane bench. Great touch on the far side from head coach Kevin Moon. Impressive. Throwing for Jenks, chested down. Gray, first time cross, trying to work it through the 5-hole. Spokane clearing into the neutral third. Long ball in behind, chasing it down. But Nielsen off of her line to contain. Thompson inside play with Vanderyacht. A little bit different identity since the Sounders subs have checked on. A lot more direct balls with Jenks playing up top rather than Ayers. Ayers is more of a target forward that they've been finding back to the net. Jenks, they've been trying to hit to the corner flag. Here's Pavlisko. Down the line, Yates trying to get past one-on-one. Does so with a great pull from behind. And ball deflects away, last touched. Off of the Spokane defender, Rieken. Here's Pavlisko down to the corner. Substitution on the way, checking on will be Jody Ukekel.
Departing is number 6, Morgan Weaver. Entering the match from Gonzaga, number 4, Jody Ukekel.
Morgan Weaver checking off in the 39th minute. Someone with a lot of speed and great shooting ability was unable to find herself onto the stat sheet here in the early stages of the first half. Kirasaki plays back for Pavlisko, now gets it back. The two combining. Yates to Kirasaki, but it's red, intercepted. And now attacking is Gelhaus. Plays a square ball into the middle. Gelhaus gets it back. A great touch on the turn, but here's Gray on the outlet. Kirasaki now going far side. Jenks making a run. Vanderyacht shedding off a defender from behind. Kirasaki does the same. As the sun starts to set, more and more shade will cover the field here at Starfire Stadium. So you can see the shadow of this near side roofed stands covering a lot of the field. Emily Moore now trying to clear ball out of the defensive end. Gray battling to get it back. Here's Moore. And a deflected clearance is out for a shadow throw-in, and the Sounders substitution on the way, bringing Barker off the field.
Substitution in the 40th minute. Departing is number 18, Alicia Barker. Entering the match from Florida State, number 2, Alyssa Connerton.
And Connerton, who got a lot of minutes last week, came on in the 4th minute for an injured Emily Madrill. Here's a through ball in behind. Baxter chasing it down. But it's won and pushed away. Nielsen trying to clear it. And that was great recovery play from Jody Ukekel. Vanderyacht trying to combine with Jenks. Couldn't. And a foul from Yates in the center circle. Spokane trying to play quickly just as the Sounders scored on earlier. And Pavlisko tracks back and sends out the carrying Kaylin Labrossier for a corner.
Spokane SC corner kick.
Spokane's 3rd corner of the first half here as we're in the 42nd minute. No one seems too eager for Spokane to head over to the near side corner flag and take it, and now we have a taker. It's going to be Chloe Gelhaus. Gelhaus's corner into the middle. Good header. Nielsen, confident.
Nielsen with the save.
2 strong hands to the ball. Nielsen doing a great job. Didn't have a whole lot of time to react there. Is able to keep the clean sheet intact. Pang carrying up the far side. Gray looking for the fancy heel flick. And Pang was able to clear it away. Spokane had a counterattack brewing, and that is what was the Sounders' Achilles heel last week. It was a quick counterattack late in the 84th minute. Kirasaki may have just got away with a handball, had that right arm extended, bringing it down, but here's the Sounders on the attack, a through ball going in behind for Ukekel. Trying to chase down. She gets a touch on it. It was a miss kick. Crooks didn't think that Ukekel was going to jump that hard to Crooks' right-hand side, and it was deflected away. I think Spokane let out a big sigh of relief seeing that ball go out of play and not just touch down to the feet of Jody Ukekel. Inside play for Banky, dropping back into Rican. Turnover, and here's Yates getting her head up, finding Gray down the line. Gray tried trapping it, should have stayed on the run, but with her speed, she's going to be able to keep it in, but the missed touch sends it over the line on the far side. Just a slight misread there from Gray, trying to take that ball out of the air, and if she would have been able to, would have had a great run on frame. Yates on the quick turnover. Quick Cruyff to free up some room. Sends the ball out wide for Gray. Playing back with Thompson. Play staying amongst that right-hand side. A little bit of space over there. Vanderyacht has an overlapping Thompson. Thompson carries, uses that left foot. Here's Jenks posting up. Cutting inside under her left foot, laying off for Yates. Yates now creates space, right foot shot. It's sent just over the crossbar. It's another good chance for the Sounders women here as we go into extra time.
The referee has indicated a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time.
Pavlisco winning possession after being taken to ground. Vanderyacht dribbling through two defenders. The Sounders with the 1 additional minute of stoppage time. Trying to get one last attack. Here's Gray, far side 18, taking a strike. Gray found it! Double the lead for the Sounders just before recess. Well done from the Sounders on the quick buildup. And Gray was able to find just a little bit of space, found a pocket on that far side of the 18, and a strong strike with the right foot. Snuck its way into the far side corner. And there's the final whistle of the first half, closing the book just moments after Gray doubles the lead and makes it 2-0. So 15 minutes on the clock here at Starfire Sports Stadium. We will take a break and we'll be back with second half action in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the WPSL right here on YouTube. And we are ready to go for second half action live here from Tukwila, Washington. We thank you for joining us on this beautiful, glorious Friday evening where the Sounders women lead the Spokane Shadow 2-0. Peyton Barron's here to bring you all of the action from tonight. The first half was scored in the 8th minute, opened up by Kaylee Dow, assisted off of Yuka Kirasaki off of a great quick free kick that allowed the Sounders to move quickly in transition and get a great shot from the top of the 18. And then it was Gray scoring in the 45th minute in stoppage time, and it was assisted by Olivia Vanderyacht. And as the sun starts to set, we have most of the field in play, covered in shade, which I think most of these players are thankful for, as it was a rather balmy day this evening. Fans, make sure to follow Snohomish Times Sports Network on Twitter. That is at Snohomish Sports, STSPN.com. Keep up to date with everything Sounders Women on the broadcast. Make sure we are following at Sounders Women on Twitter for all the best live game updates. Here's O'Donnell on the far side, sending a cross in, deflecting off of our center referee, Joe Tompkins. In the first half, it was the Sounders rattling off 4 shots on goal. Peng heads the ball back into the neutral third, but it's taken down. Spokane on the attack, cutting inside, left foot cross. Cleaned up by Nielsen. 2 shots on goal in the first half from the Spokane Shadow. Nielsen, the Sounders goalkeeper, and the only patch of sun that remains here at Starfire Sports Complex. Barker carrying up that far side. As Pavlisco inside for Vanderyacht in the neutral third, taking down O'Donnell. O'Donnell, who subbed off in the 23rd minute, has some fresh legs. Hazlitt trying to chase down a through ball. Didn't think it was going to squeeze all the way through. She keeps it in play with a great tackle. Kimberly Hazlitt with the cross. Header missed out. Great execution off the cross, but it was just over the head of Sophie Hurst. Dow, the opening goal scorer, winning back possession for Sounders women. Good combination play in the middle. Spokane coming out in the opening stages of the second half, looking to try and keep better possession. A few runners trying to go through, unable to, but the second ball knocked down and won the turnaround. Tatar in the middle. It was a driving Kennedy trying to break through, but couldn't get through the Sounders back line. As the rumble of the train to our east is passing by the Starfire Sports Stadium. 4 attackers pushing the back line for Spokane, and here they go on a quick break. Tatar trying to rattle off a shot. Nothing that's going to be testing Nielsen at the moment. Pang was looking for Hazlitt. Just a bit too heavy of a pass, sends it away. McLaughlin on a throw-in, inside. Gray winning possession back. Has a lot of support in the midfield. Goes one-on-one. McLaughlin taking possession back, but just for a moment as Dow hits the deck, gets back up, battling, looking for O'Donnell. The pass that goes too wide is traced out by Stiles. Trying to get past O'Donnell one-on-one. Here's O'Donnell back on possession. Shot taken near post and safely into the hands of Crooks. Taken down. Great through ball, no flag up. Far side, the right foot across, just over the head of Kennedy. Ball staying in play, chasing it down. Hazlitt doesn't clear it away. Here's Kennedy. Cross comes in, settled. Tatar shot, and it's over the head of Nielsen. Spokane is working their way back. Great shot from Julie Tatar to chip over the head of Madeline Nielsen.
Spokane goal, scored in the 52nd minute. The first of the year for number 11, Julie Tatar.
Kennedy was initially inside the center of the box, and the cross goes over her head. She chases it down and sends the cross back in.
Number 9, Gabrielle Kennedy.
And it was the third shot on goal for Spokane that finds them their first one into the back of the net. Good tackle in the middle to keep possession. Dow with the quick footwork. Give and go as she floats over to the far side. Plays out wide. Shot that is fired to the near post, and a little deja vu there for Crooks, but that time it was Weaver on the shot. The last time she saw a shot from that angle, same position on the save, it was O'Donnell.
Number 6, Morgan Weaver. Alyssa Crooks with the save.
Quick attack here from Spokane. They're still pushing their 4 attackers up high against the Sounders line, and Pavlisco clears it. Not out of danger yet. Gray, great touch around the sliding Gelhaus. Possession one back for Spokane. Here's a 4-on-4. Touched out wide. Taken, cut inside. Shot on frame. Working inside the 6, and now this ball is getting cleared outside the 18. Spokane unable to get anything off of that great attack. Good opportunity, and Spokane is knocking on the door of knotting this game up. Here's O'Donnell. Space ahead, and the ball gets tipped out for a throw-in. O'Donnell quickly. Gray into the box. Gray trying to get a cross off. No dice. Here's a low clearance from the goalkeeper. Flicked out over the top. Touch taken and pushed ahead from Labrossier. Pavlisco dancing with that far sideline, keeping the ball in play. Well done. Here's Gray. Sending the ball in for O'Donnell, trying with the clever heel flick to get over the back line. Weaver wins possession back. Goes to O'Donnell. Back to Weaver, who rips a first-time shot. And it's off the frame. Some early substitutions here in the second half for Spokane.
Returning to the match, number 3, Claire Hager, and number 4, Taylor Brust.
Checking on is Claire Netter and Taylor Brust, and exiting is going to be Marissa Banky as well as Kaylin LaBrosse. Pang chasing this ball down, sending back for Nielsen. Her clearance doesn't quite make it to midfield, but Gray wins the initial header. Brings it down and loses possession out of play. McLaughlin, the near side outside back on the throw. Combining in space with Malm. Malm's cross deflected down by Hazlitt. Hazlitt again heading away. Gray, quick touch, can't find Hurst. Ball still bouncing around. It'll be the Sounders taking over on this near sideline. Here's Pavlisco all the way to the far touchline. Her pass upfield deflected away. Weaver couldn't get there on the takeover. It was Dow with a great touch. 2-1 here as we are in the 57th minute, Starfire Sports Stadium. It was an early second half goal, the 52nd minute. That brought Spokane Shadow within a goal of the Sounders women. They go up 2-0 just before halftime with a stoppage time goal. Long ball on the way. O'Donnell may have got a piece deflected, but Nielsen off of her line. Madeline Nielsen doing a great job. Being the first person out and up to be able to control possession for the Sounders. Hazlitt, lots of space down this near side flank. Combining Weaver, touch just off the mark. Sounders had promising attack.
Fans MVP Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of the Sounders women. MVP Physical Therapy designs programs to improve function and speed recovery. Check out MVP Physical Therapy here at Starfire Sports. For more info, visit mvppt.com.
Weaver chasing this ball down to the back line. Cleared away. Hazlitt watching it go over her head. Chasing it down now and sending a sharp ball back for Pang. Pang trying to dribble around two defenders and safely plays back for Barker.
Spokane substitution in the 59th minute, departing the match as number 15, Chloe Gellhaus. Entering the match number 18, Casey Ames.
Casey Ames checks onto the field for Chloe Gellhaus. Pang trying to clear the ball away. The Sounders still on possession in their own defensive third. Polisco playing square and safely amongst the back line. Sounders back line have done great tonight. Hazlitt on the takeover. Fouled in the midfield. That'll be Julie Tatar, the goal scorer, on the foul. Receiving a yellow card here. One of few fouls that we have seen thus far throughout this game, and in the 60th minute, we have found our first player into Joe Tompkins' book.
In the 60th minute, a yellow card has been issued to Spokane. Number 11, Julie Tatar.
Long ball taken down. Weaver getting in behind the defense. Weaver right-footed cross over O'Donnell, but still in the mixer. Here's Dow taking a touch. Her left-footed cross to the top of the 6. PK spot with a shot. Deflected down, and Crooks with a great job to keep that ball in play and saving the corner. Wow. Couple of good chances for the Sounders women there inside the 18-yard box of Spokane, unable to widen the lead. Here's a great through ball in behind. It's Tatar again. Tatar going past Pang. Tatar outside the right foot, and it's just outside of the net, hitting off the back iron and rattling its way back into the play of field. What a chance. Julie Tatar almost doubled her scoring total on the day. Hazlitt looking for the long through ball, but it's deflected, and Hurst is going to try and head that into the attack for Gray to run onto. Weaver trying to fight back possession. Hurst. Now it's Weaver off the Vanderyacht pass. Far side, O'Donnell has a little bit of room, 3 yards of space, attacking into the 18. O'Donnell past a defender, low cross on the carpet. Dow with a strike and finds the bottom corner. Kaylee Dow able to put that one into the bottom corner, just past Crooks. Into the 62nd minute, the Sounders go up 3-1, give her second goal of the night. Spokane having a little bit of a meeting back here in the defensive half, being able to try and figure out what went wrong, but that was a great attack, and it was O'Donnell on the far side flank being able to beat a defender one-on-one and send a low cross on the ground into the 18. It got deflected towards the top of the 18, right in the middle above the PK spot, and it was Dow being able to slot that ball home. Substitutions hitting the field now, and the Sounders commanding.
Sounders women substitution in the 63rd minute. Entering the match from W League of Australia, number 7, Melina Ayers. From University of Washington, number 9, Summer Yates. And from Oklahoma, number 10, Yuka Kurosaki. And the Sounders women goal scored in the 63rd minute. The second of the night, second of the year, for number 8, Kaylee Dow.
Weaver on the attack, sending a ball out wide. O'Donnell cuts in and may have got clipped there. No whistle blown. And now it is, but I don't believe the foul is going to be called. O'Donnell is down. It was her who sent the ball into the box just before that goal as it was deflected to the top of the 18. She has put in one heck of a day of play. Now getting some help from the training staff. Or excuse me, O'Donnell. She's going to get some assistance off the field, not putting any pressure on that left ankle. There was a slide tackle that came through. It was after she gets past the defender. She may have just caught a stud on the ankle. And we hope the best for O'Donnell.
Checking into the match for the Sounders women. From Gonzaga, number 24, India Jenks.
In the recent moments before the injury here, we had Melina Ayers check onto the field, and mark my words, she will be on the score sheet by the end of the night. One of the most dangerous players that have been on the field. A lot of creative play out of Ayers, being able to have the heel flicks and keep a lot of control of the ball under pressure, and she's able to create her own shot. Expect her to be on the stat sheet by the end of tonight. Sounders lose out on possession over towards that far side. Crook sends a goal kick away, and Pavlisco on the first touch, but taken back over by Spokane. Far side. Netter was battling, and it's out of play. Last touched off Pavlisco. Here's a through ball in for Tatar. Already has one, should have two, and she dribbles out for a goal kick.
Wednesday, June 19th, when they host the ISC Gunners at Renton Memorial Stadium. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Get your tickets by logging on to SoundersWomen.com.
And I'd like to give credit to the fan behind the goal helping keep the ball down on the side of the net, wearing a beautiful Tacoma Stars jersey. And if I am not mistaken, it had a number 10 on the back. Well done. Beautiful jersey. Great history out of the Tacoma Stars. Here's an entry pass into the attack. Turning is Kennedy. Kennedy now sending a ball over the top. Has a runner on the back end in McLaughlin, but she was unable to get there as it clears away safely by Jenks. Throw in coming from the near side corner. Cross coming in from the near side. Pang trying to clear it away, but it's deflected off the back of Hazlitt, and that will result into the fourth corner kick of the night. Hazlitt couldn't do much to get out of the way of that as Pang sent a missile out of the back. On the way to take the corner on the near side is Emmy McLaughlin. McLaughlin, the righty to take. This will be an in-swinger. Has crashing runners going now. Ball to the top PK spot. Headed up, and Nielsen simply walks under it. No pressure around. And a large kick out for Ayers. Ayers, good trap. Unable to retain possession. And Hazlitt, after a little bit of talking from Joe Tompkins in the middle with his AR, wins the throw as Hazlitt, and she is a little bit too far downfield. Tompkins will ask her to reset her positioning. 3-1 here in the 70th minute. Sounders have their lead, avenging last week's match where they dropped 2-1 to Vancouver Island FC in their opener. Ayers works with Dow. Sounders have a well put together match today. Because last week it was tough for them to find the net. They had one goal in the 57th minute. Other than that, it was hard to find any shots on goal for the Sounders women. Today, not the case.
Substitutions in the 71st minute. For Spokane, departing as number 11, Julie Guitar. Entering the match, number 8, Paige Malm. And for the Sounders women, departing number 11, Kirsten Pallisto. And entering from Gonzaga, number 12, Jordan Thompson.
Jordan Thompson checking back on for the Sounders women as she takes her place on that far side left back. Dangerous ball played back for Nielsen. Pang didn't get all of that ball. Nielsen with a good clearance. Hazlitt fighting as that ball bounces 3 times before anyone touches. Here's Ayers on the near side. Ayers on a good touch, but was no match for the double team, and Hazlitt comes over and sends the ball away for a throw. Kirasaki can't get away from the pressure. Carrying now down the line, Lindsay. Cutting in. Her shot rolls into the hands of Nielsen. Megan Lindsay has 1 goal on the season in the early game, in the first game for them against Vancouver Island FC. Kirasaki, far side for Thompson. Pass intended for Weaver. Going out of play. Far side now with Netter. Thompson, strong tackle. Last touch off of Thompson. Drop back for Nielsen. Lindsay in pursuit with heavy pressure. Nielsen able to get that ball cleared away, but into possession of Spokane. Here's the shot. Nielsen. Great save inside her own 6. Quick rollout.
Another save for Madeline Nielsen.
Barker with a good pass for Weaver. Keeping it in was Netter on the far side. Spokane formation has shifted into a heavy offensive pushing 4-4-2. Dow getting back up after the slide tackle. Intended ball for Ayers, but was unable to get there. The Sounders have held true to their 4-5-1 thus far. But Spokane have really been throwing numbers up. Long ball over the top. Far side official, flag in the air. They'll wave it down as it did not impede the Sounders' play. Nielsen was top of the 18, able to scoop that ball up. Hazlitt, near side. Dow letting that ball run across the body. Looking for Kirasaki, unable to get a touch. Nielsen again, quickly off of her line here in the 75th minute. Sounders looking very comfortable with this 2-goal lead, doing a great job at threading some passes together and trying to tire out Spokane at this point. Trying getting them out of position, stretching them all the way downfield towards Nielsen. No one applying pressure. Nielsen and Pang playing a little keep away, but this might hurt the Sounders. Into the corner. And at the last minute, the Sounders save a goal kick. Sounders substitution on the way. As Dow, 2 goals on the night, will exit for Olivia Vanderyacht.
Number 8, Kaylee Dow. And entering the match from the University of Washington, number 21, Olivia Vanderyacht.
Big hats off for Kaylee Dow in her night, scoring 2 goals, one in the 8th and one in the 62nd minute, and that deserves a big boomer sooner. Thompson loses possession up that far side. Through ball over the top. Pang recovering and able to keep possession. Well done from the Sounders center back. That was a good pursuit from Gabrielle Kennedy, who had the assist on the lone goal for Spokane. Yates was trying to attack and fouled in the neutral third. Kirasaki over the free kick, goes for Thompson down the far side flank. Has a backdoor runner, and Weaver with a shot. And great positioning on the save from Crooks.
Taken by number 6, Morgan Weaver. Unless the Crooks with the save.
Barker's header goes backwards. Hazlitt playing the ball back. Here's Yates on the missed touch. Brust, a little combo play. Throw in front of the Spokane bench. We have a substitution in the offing for Spokane.
Substitution for Spokane. Departing is number 9, Gabrielle Kennedy. Returning to the match, number 11, Julie Guitar.
So Kennedy leaving for the goal scorer, Julie Dittar. Dittar also playing on a yellow card. She sends in a cross with her first touch. Hazlitt settling the ball with her chest, volleying it out of the defensive end. Now it's Vanderyacht playing near side. Jenks caught just a little bit flat-footed as that was outside of her reach. Ames playing back towards her defensive line. Dangerous square ball into the middle of the field. And Hancock able to clear away, but just to Pang.
15 for 18.
Far side now, Spokane building a little bit of pressure on the Sounders back line. Tatar able to keep it in on the corner of the 18 where it meets the byline, and it just goes over out of play for a goal kick. Spokane going to see another substitution as Casey Ames is going to check off of the field.
Substitution in the 79th minute. Departing is number 18, Casey Ames. Returning to the match, number 15, Chloe Gelhaus.
It'll be Gelhaus, number 15, checking back on for the shadow here. Spokane running out of time tonight here in Tukwila, trailing 2 goals with just over 10 minutes and stoppage time remaining. Jenks, great play to shed off the defense, and the outside the foot touch. She went for the harder pass looking for Hazlitt, but she had Olivia Vanderyacht on the inside. Tatar's header drops into the feet of Kirasaki. Here's Jenks again. Playing smartly inside for Kirasaki. Playing out wide for Ayers. Ayers trying to turn on the dribble. And a foul is going to be called as Ayers hits the deck, and this is from the same spot that the Sounders played a quick, short free kick and had great buildup. We'll see if they ask for 10, ask for the referee to stop. Ayers is over the ball. No side of 10 yards to be given yet. And there's Tompkins stepping it off. So this is going to be the first time this season that we've seen the Sounders set up on a free kick and be able to run through things that we see on the training ground. Watch out for Hazlitt on this near side, number 13. As she is square with the ball. Kirasaki in between them now. There's a ball over the top. Trying to find Jenks, but couldn't. Ayers trying to chase it down. Unable to get there. Now the shadow trying to break out from the far side. Thompson recovering. Kirasaki getting a foot in. Deflection on that ball. Turning upfield. Great cut. That was Gelhaus, and now couldn't send the ball over the back line. Vanderyacht teaming up in the middle with Yates. Yates has acreage of real estate around. Still carrying, still has space. Getting down towards the 18. Yates trying to create space. Here's Vanderyacht. Vanderyacht on the left foot. Falls to the feet inside the 18 of Ayers. Ball still bouncing around as it's deflected to the far sideline. And cleared out of bounds downfield. Sounders women will have a throw in.
Fans stick around for autographs after the game. The Sounders women will be signing on the west side of the stadium right after tonight's match.
Jordan Thompson's throw in had a destination of the corner flag.
The west side is to the right.
Here's Thompson again on the throw into the attacking end for the Sounders. Jenks all the way on the back post by herself. The Sounders can find a quick cross to get there. They'll have a great look. Here's Weaver cutting inside. Laying off for Yates. Simply played for Vanderyacht, now dropping back. Kirasaki for Thompson. And the combo play fizzles out for the Sounders, but retaining possession. Barker sends a long ball over the top for Hazlitt. Smartly played. Hazlitt's pass doesn't find Vanderyacht, but it finds her back. There's Kirasaki now. Jenks almost losing the ball underneath her own feet. Sounders doing a great job keeping possession away in the late stages of today's match. Good spacing, too, from the Sounders, I might add, as both midfielders are staying as far out to the chalk lines as they can, really stretching out the opposition and not allowing them to trap anything in easily. The outside backs, the outside midfielders, everyone spacing out really far offensively when they have the ball and doing a great job at making this Spokane Shadow team run around and chase the ball in possession. Nielsen is going to settle this ball with her feet. No one pressuring, and Thompson, lots of time. Lots of tired legs, it looks like, around. Long ball over the top. Jenks posting up. Has Vanderyacht running underneath. Doesn't find her. Finds Kirasaki. Far ball played out to the far side. Weaver leaves it. Had Thompson overlapping, and that was a smart play, Morgan Weaver, but not on the same page as it didn't roll out of play. Substitutions on the way for both sides as Hazlitt's going to check out. Checking in is going to be Jody Ukekel for the Sounders women. Leaving for Spokane will be number 7, Emmy McLaughlin. And checking on is going to be number 5, Emily Moore.
And checking in for Gonzaga, number 4, Jody Ukekel.
So we move ourselves into the final stages here at Starfire Sports Stadium. It's Sounders 3, Spokane 1. Long ball over the top. Chasing it down was Lindsay. Unable to get that second touch on it to make it a real dangerous attack. Jenks, good combo play. Here's Vanderyacht laying off for Jenks. And dropping back for Kekel. Kurosaki fouled hard. Near the midfield stripe, she is in the center circle. Slow to get up. That was a dangerous tackle from Julie Tatar, who's already on a yellow card. She has a goal scored. And a yellow card issued shortly after that, trying to fill every box she can on the stat sheet tonight. Substitution on the far side of the field as Jenks is going to check off the field. And Sophie Hurst will find her way back on.
Returning to the match from Harvard, number 20, Sophie Hurst.
Hurst on her first touch. Ball's played down the line, but the pitch just not wide enough here. Spokane trying to clear their lines. Up the near side, Lindsay. Lindsay working one-on-one, trying to get past Pang, doing everything she can. Left foot cross, dangerous. And finally cleared away as it fell to the feet of Gelhaus. Here's Vanderyacht. Tons of space, nothing but turf around. Square ball far side for Weaver. Weaver attacking, has speed. Has Jordan Thompson in support as well, and Weaver will dribble this ball back. Ayers with a little touch, can't keep possession. Here's Spokane with a 2-on-4, 3-on-4 with a trailing Tatar. Lindsay, cross, bounces. Unlucky for Spokane as it was Malm down, not knowing where it's at. Here's Lindsay with a strike, near post. Nielsen sends it into the ground and scoops up cleanly. Give Nielsen 5 saves on the evening here in the 88th minute. No pressure from the shadow attack here in the dying embers of the game. They should be pushing high, trying to get a quick turnover and a quick goal, but Sounders back line just going to hold on to possession as easy as they can. And there's the quick turnover. Spoke too soon. First cross falls on the deflection. Still traveling through the box, and finally Nielsen scoops it off the feet of Chloe Gelhaus. So it was a delayed pressure from the Spokane Shadow that nearly bit the Sounders. Pang playing inside. Here's Hurst. Back to Pang. Sending ball to the back line of Spokane. First time taken down by Brust. Kurosaki with an interception in the midfield, doing what she does best. Far side now, Weaver. Has a hard run from Vanderyacht. Support onto this far side. Yates was there. Ayers takes over and keeps possession. Kurosaki now sending the ball to Thompson on the far side, and the Sounders reset. No whistle showing that ball out of play, so we will play on. Everyone froze and stopped off the Vanderyacht deflection. Barker cuts off that pass that was intended for Nielsen. As we approach stoppage time here in the second half, it's the Sounders 3, Spokane 1. And as it stands, the Sounders women will get their first win of the 2019 campaign. Kirasaki, another interception. Great work, Yates.
And we're now in stoppage time. Haven't heard yet.
Far side, Weaver. Weaver attacking one-on-one, carrying into the middle. Weaver with a strike, deflected down.
Is that a 2?
Spokane now, trying to build.
Indicated a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
Near side, Ukekel with a long ball. Punched away, strike from the top of the 18 from Vanderyacht. Had Crooks off of her line, unable to capitalize. Ball still bouncing. Here's Yates. Square pass for Hurst. Do the Sounders have one more in the tank? Hurst lays off for Ayers. Ayers, left foot strike, deflected away. And there it is, the final whistle here from Starfire Sports Stadium, where the Sounders women have claimed their first 3 points on the 2019 campaign. Looking at the happy totals from today, there's the Sounders rattling off 8 shots on goal, putting 3 into the back of the net, 2 from Kaylee Dow in the 8th and the 62nd minute, and 1 from Mariah Gray. The assist being credited to Yuka Kirasaki in the 8th minute and Olivia Vanderyacht in the 45th. But it was Christina O'Donnell who was responsible for that 3rd goal in the 62nd minute. She sends in the low cross on the carpet that got deflected to the top of the 18, setting up Kaylee Dow. Goal and assist on the other side for Spokane Shadow was in the 52nd minute from Julie Tatar with a great volley finding over the head of Madeline Nielsen, and that was assisted by Gabrielle Kennedy. From Starfire Sports Stadium, that's going to do it for our coverage of the WPSL tonight. The Sounders take to the road as they play at OSAFC, and they find themselves at home next time, June 19th versus ISC Gunners at 7 p.m. at Renton Memorial Stadium. Make sure you get out to support the Sounders women, and for more information on games, times, and future game recaps, make sure to visit SoundersWomens.com. Live here from Starfire Sports Stadium, I'm Peyton Barron signing off.